Hi everyone, I'm Nathan. Where are we? Ramble Wednesday. Happy Wednesday. I'm in the middle of 19 days of work in a row with I think one day off in the middle. So not quite in a row. But anyway, I'm extremely tired and can't think very well. So, when I was coming up with an idea to ramble, I decided to just steal from the best. Oh, and this is Sweetie. I don't know if I said that. But here's Sweetie. And I decided to steal from the best. That's what you do. You steal all the best ideas from brilliant people who aren't you. You don't have to be brilliant, you just have to steal ideas from brilliant. And that is, I don't have notes or anything. I'm going without notes. And that is Nate's 8. We're doing a Nate's 8. It's a top 4, bottom 4. And we never know. Let me know in the comments below if you think 8 is easier to get to than 10 or harder to get to than 10. I don't know. But anyway, we're doing Nate's 8 of Kickstarter misses. We'll do Kickstarter hits next week. Yeah, we'll do Kickstarter hits next week when I'm not as tired. But we're going to do Kickstarter misses this week. So here we go. Number whatever. Who knows? I don't know. It is Arcadia Quest mounts. This is an expansion with mounts. Cute, fluffy, adorable mounts for Arcadia Quest by Cool Mini or Not. It was in a Kickstarter. And I really should not have backed this. I don't know what I was doing. Something about Cool Mini or Not. I don't know. I can't explain it. This game doesn't even play solo. See you later. Doesn't even play solo. It does have a solo mode now. When I backed this, it didn't play solo. I don't know. It cost a lot. There were only 2 exclusives. Kickstarter exclusive minis. I've never even opened it. You're going to find out that all these things are still sealed. And definitely on my shelf of shame or shelf of opportunity. And why would I even back this? What a mess. Alright. Number 7 or 2, I don't know. Was the first game, as far as I know, is the first game from Steamforged Games, who also do buckets of minis, I guess. And iffy gameplay, I guess. Arcadia Quest is fun. I don't think it's got iffy gameplay. And I think a lot of Cool Mini or Not's games are pretty good about gameplay. And aren't generally iffy. Arcadia Quest kind of iffy. What's that? True to Vang Legends? That one's kind of iffy. I don't know. Anyway, so Steamforged Games did Dark Souls, and I love Dark Souls, and I watched the gameplay video where they only played the good part of the game and did not play the boring drudgery part of the game, and I don't even know where my copy is. I have no clue where my copy of Dark Souls, by the way, it's Dark Souls board game. I have no clue where my copy is, but I did find these tiles. Oh, and the tiles are not terribly engaging looking. Yeah, it's not bad. Anyway, they're not terribly engaging looking, and the gameplay is super drudgery. And they put out the base game first, and the base game wasn't all that great. And and then it took them forever to get more stuff out, and it was a nightmare. It's just not that great. And if I could go back, I didn't even spend that much money on it because they made the mistake of making lots and lots and lots of stretch goals. As their money kept going up, they're like, ooh, let's do more stuff. Yeah, more stuff is awesome. Don't worry about how we haven't planned it or worked it out yet. Let's have more stuff. So they kept adding more and more free stuff. And they sent me a giant box of free stuff a year or so or something after Itchy Eyeball. After the main game came out. By that time I didn't care. There's probably some house rules that make Dark Souls, the board game, wonderful. But it's definitely on my cull list. These are, Arcadia Quest is not on my cull list, but because I hope someday to either play solo or have a wonderful friend whom I can play with. But Dark Souls definitely is. I'd have to probably get money for it. Most of my cull list I'll give away, especially if you're my friend, because friendship is worth more than money. But there's a lot to Dark Souls. Number 3 or number 6, I don't know. It's my list, I should know. Founders of Gloomhaven. We were warned. When the guy who made Gloomhaven decided to stick the Gloomhaven label onto a heavy Euro game, he warned us and warned us and warned us that this was going to be a heavy Euro game, and it was going to be very thinky and very crunchy and not very Gloomhaven-y, but he still put the word Gloomhaven on it. and then kept warning us that it wasn't going to be fun or interesting. I mean, it is vaguely interesting. I like it, but the rules are too crunchy and difficult for me to handle by myself. He warned me it was going to be crunchy. He warned us all in the Kickstarter that it was going to be crunchy, and it was going to be heavy Euro, and it was going to be dry, and I don't know. And then he would show artwork. I don't know if there's any artwork on here. And then he'd show us, I can show you the back box. Then he would show us artwork of our favorite race my favorite race from Gloomhaven. The Ratlings or I don't know what, the Swarm. I can't remember what the Swarm's called. Reavers, I don't know. It's been a long time. Or Inox. He would show awesome pictures of giant Inox, and it would be awesome. And I'm like, wow, this is the best thing. And he'd be like, but it's a dry, heavy Euro game, okay? So be warned. And then show us more cool artwork and more stretch goals. And it was so exciting, and it just turns out super heavy, dry Euros just aren't for me. We will discuss super heavy Euros again in a minute. Anywho, let's see, where are we? Oh, and then, of course, there was Apocrypha. One of the very, very first games I backed because it was going to be like the Pathfinder adventure card game. It is not. The story, there was a lot of promise in the story. There was a lot of promise in being like the Pathfinder adventure card game, but it's just way heavier than... It's just way heavier than it should have been. They had no clue what they were doing, so it took a long time to fulfill and had to fulfill in many different waves. And it was just I don't know. And during the campaign, the creator got mad at me for comments I made in the comment section, which is, it's fair. I can unintentionally, I swear it's not intentional, be kind of an ass. But I don't know, you don't just get mad at your backers like that, but I guess you can if you want to. I mean, it's a free country. It's a free country. Be mad at your backers if you want. And it's just, I wanted to like it so much. There's so many interesting things going on in it, but it's just too much. It's just too much, and I don't, Anyway, those are the 4. I couldn't get to 5 or 8 regrets that I regretted backing. Not necessarily regrets, but misses, Kickstarter misses. Couldn't really get to 4 to 8 Kickstarter misses, so I divided it into 4 and 4, like I said, a 4 and 4. And those are the 4 that I missed, that I backed and considered to be misses. Now for the 4 that I skipped and considered to be misses. Let's see, number 1 is Paladins. Paladins is another heavy Euro game. I don't know if it's as dry as Founders of Gloomhaven, but maybe not. I like it. I like the West Kingdom that this is set in, and like building it up in Architects and then defending it from outsiders in Paladins, and then whatever it is, whatever we do in Viscounts. Oh, either securing the, prosperity for all time, or, leading it into ruin where only the rich get to benefit and everybody else is kind of in poverty. Those are your 2 choices, and you have to decide which way you're leading your kingdom in Viscounts, which is in Viscounts, this is Paladins. I think that is a great trilogy of games. Anyway, I did not back Paladins because it wasn't even on my radar until long after it came out. And I started seeing it on YouTube videos and people playing it, and I'm like, ooh, But because I didn't back it, I did not get the Kickstarter exclusive Paladins, who are awesome. And I love the Kickstarter exclusive Paladins, so I had to buy them separately. And that's annoying. So, this is one of my Kickstarter misses, is Paladins. I wish I had supported the creator, Shem Phillips, and I wish I had Kickstarted it and gotten the bonuses without having to pay a lot of extra money to have them shipped to me separately from New Zealand, which is a long way, and shipping is very expensive. It is now. I don't know that it was all that expensive back then, but it's really awesome. It's a really awesome game that I enjoy very much, even though the AI, when I play solo, which is always, the AI really, really takes me to church. He lets me have it every time. And it's about a 2-hour game, so admittedly it doesn't pass my way, pass the table, pass through the table, get to the table, as much as it could because it's long and I lose. So that's cool. Let's see. Another one would be Mystery Science Theater: The Return. I did not back Mystery Science Theater season 11. Season 11 of Mystery Science Theater I did not back. They put it up for crowdfunding. I love Mystery Science Theater. I've made friends, lifelong friends through Mystery Science Theater, like Crow T Robot, but also other lifelong friends, longtime friends through Mystery Science Theater, like Crow T Robot. And I did not back it. Shame on me. I don't know why I didn't. It's possible I didn't hear about it until it was too late, or maybe I was poor. There's one coming up in a minute that I was poor. But I made sure to back season 13 when season 13 came at the very lowest level that I possibly could. But I made sure to back season 13 as best I could when it came. But Mystery Science Theater season 11 I did not back. And I got to see them, of course, along with everyone else because they came to Netflix. So I got to see them, and it's a great season, and I wish I'd pitched in to help make that. And I did not. Shame on me. So that's a Kickstarter miss that I missed because I did not back it. Mystery Science Theater season 11. And, of course, they did just fine without me. They had plenty of episodes. Oh, man, I got itchy eyes. They had plenty of episodes. They did fine. They didn't need me to back them. And I backed 13, and it was fine. Which also had plenty of episodes. They didn't need me to back it. That's cool. Another one that I did not back, and I regret it, is there was an Umbrella Academy game. The Umbrella Academy game, not the card game, the board game, which kind of feels like it drew some inspiration from Marvel United, essentially. I'm not sure how much, but it's definitely inspired by Marvel United. And this is not the Umbrella Academy game. This is one of the comic books that it originally came from before it was a TV show and a board game. And I read them all the time. Whoa, that's a very bloody page for me to turn to. Cool. All right. This is Volume 2, Umbrella Academy Dallas. And I have all 3 volumes. I don't have like the Super Deluxe editions, and I don't have the Klaus one, the Klaus miniseries. I need to buy that. I don't know, one of these times. And I don't have the special one-shots, but I'm a pretty big Umbrella Academy fan. I would say there's only 4 comic books I read at this point, and Umbrella Academy is probably still one of them that I would not necessarily read. I'll read whatever strikes my fancy. But as far as new stuff coming out that I would still follow, it's probably just Avatar: The Last Airbender, if they have any more comic books. Umbrella Academy. Let's see. Saga. Saga is a wonderful comic that you should definitely look into. And, of course, Astro City. Astro City has been great for decades and decades, ever since I was in college. Just to let you know how long Astro City's been going. Anyway, so that's enough sidetracking. Umbrella Academy had a game. It started on Itchy Nose. It started on, where did it start? It started on Kickstarter, and apparently wasn't getting the traction they wanted. So they canceled it and coincidentally restarted it over on, I think, Gamefound. I'm pretty sure. Restarted it over on Gamefound within a week or so of the new season 3 of the Umbrella Academy TV show coming out, and it did much better. There were lots of really interesting... The game has a lot of really interesting, as it were, miniatures. It does have miniatures. They're pretty interesting. I don't love games with a giant pile of plastic on it, but it didn't seem like it was going to be like that. There were a lot of generics. I don't love generic miniatures. Like Marvel United, practically every miniature is a unique sculpt. If I own 50 Marvel United miniatures, I own 50 United Marvel miniatures. I don't own 23 Marvel United miniatures and 10 copies of Doombot and 12 copies of AIM Soldier, AIM Scientist, and 10 copies of whatever, Hydra Soldier. I own 50 different Marvel United characters. I don't know how many I have. We'll do an unboxing one of these times of that. I need to unbox Marvel, and we'll do like a super rapid review when I unbox them. That'd be great. Using my patented, not patented, 1:4 scale. Yes, that's a great idea. Anyway, Umbrella Academy board games. So yeah, I already have Marvel United, and I I looked at it and I did not look at it because I've given up on crowdfunding as of October 1st, which is when the last time I crowdfunded something, October 1st. Thank you. Good for me. Don't even go to the web pages. Nope. No thank you. Nope. Nope. If I want to look something up that's being crowdfunded, I go to Board Game Geek or I go to Kicktracks. I stay away from Kickstarter, stay away from Gamefound, and I think there's a third one, and I can't remember what it is. It's the one that started out just as I don't know what it was. And there's a third one that I stay away from, but I can't remember what it's called. You can comment in the comments below if you remember. I have aphasia or something where I can't remember names of things. It's horrible. Gamefound, Kickstarter, and whatever that third one is that I can't remember. I don't think I have aphasia. I just think maybe old age. There is a third one, and I cannot remember what it is. Anywho, they started BackerKit. Thank you. BackerKit is the third one. I think BackerKit has its own crowdfunding. Anyway, I don't do crowdfunding anymore, so this wasn't even an option. And there are a lot of Kickstarter exclusives, I think. So this is probably not an option at retail. Even if it comes to retail, which some games do and some games don't. And let's move on to the last one. The last one that I regret not buying is Cartographers. Now we're going to get serious. Wait, Cartographers is right there. Yeah. And it's the collector's edition box. Yes, it is. It says so right there on the back. Collector's edition. I'm getting a lot of weird sunlight on this video. Anywho. I feel like it was a short Kickstarter maybe for this one. Or maybe it was a regular length Kickstarter and I was waiting until the last minute, and then like a $700 car repair bill popped up, or $500, or maybe it was like $1,400. It was a very expensive car repair bill, and I cannot remember how much it was. But that pretty much put me out of the running for Cartographers Heroes. And once my friends found out about it, that I was out of the running, they backed it for me. It's possible they late backed it into Pledge Manager. I'm not for sure what happened. And they sent me Cartographers, and they got Cartographers Heroes for me and sent it to me. And I'm so happy to have it. It's awesome. The heroes may or may not make a ton of difference, but the extra maps are awesome. The new monsters are very cool. The new cards that give you the shape that you're supposed to draw, those are awesome. It's all very awesome. I'm so happy to have it. I played it last month with my friends, the Makaks. Shout out to the Makaks. I'll try and remember to put them in the comment below so you can go check out their Room 51 stuff. And, okay, I'm going long. And they got it for me, and I'm filled with love for them. But I'm also kind of filled with, I don't know what the word is, fragile ego stuff where I should be able to take care of myself, and having to be taken care of by my friends damages my fragile ego. I don't know what that's called. Ennui? Maybe. Anyway, I've gone long now. I was doing awesome at first, and I've slowed down quite a bit based on the time on my time, what's it here. And I guess that's it for this time. That's my Nate's 8. That's my rambling. So, next week we'll do the hits. This week we did the misses. Next Wednesday we'll do the hits. I can probably do it. All right, yeah. See you next week for the hits. Take care, everybody.